Alright, hello. Today we'll be talking about how stocked trout are harmful to native trout species. It's a very big concern in the world of fishery biologists and conservationists. It's the effect that stocked trout have when put into native trout streams or areas where native trout can survive. There are many ways that are impacting areas such as genetic impacts, competition for resources, disease, transmissions, habitat disruptions, as well as angular. When talking about genetic impacts, there's a very good chance of a thing called hybridization, which whenever you breed stock trout with native trout, diluting the gene pools, especially with fish species such as native cutthroat, which can hybridize with stocked rainbows, while also causing the fear of reduced fitness, which is whenever, due to the hatchery trout not being as well adapted to the wild as natives are, when we breed them together, the offspring may be less suited to survive in the natural environment. Another thing is they're going to be competing for a lot of resources, often competing for the same food, habitats, and spawning areas. Due to the stock trout being bigger and more aggressive, they tend to outcompete the native trout, especially in smaller streams, leaving a possible imbalance into the ecosystem due to addition of fish. Another thing is that there's a big increase in possible disease transmissions. In hatcheries environments, they can harbor pathogens and parasites that aren't present in wild populations. Being introduced into the native populations by stock trout will likely be less immune, leaving there with a high chance of killing off fish in the streams. Another thing that can be brought up is the angler pressure caused from stock trout being in areas, which leads to an increase in pressure of native fish species with a handling stress, incidental catch, and as well as poaching of fish. Although stock trout are very fun to catch and a fun activity for people to do, we need to try and take a couple precautions in saving these species that are native to the small waterways of Pennsylvania, or else there will be none left. With your help, we can save an entire population from the harms of the world. Thank you.